Hi Leo, this is your reading for the new moon in Capricorn, and this particular new moon is going to be highlighting your 6th house. And so this particular house has to do with work, projects that you're hard at work on. That can include your body because the 6th house has to do with exercise and our own health regimen. There may be something going on inside of you that's growing and growing into a desire to strive for more. Now, that could be in your work situation, it can be as far as your health is concerned, it can just be in your daily life. So this surge is beginning inside of you to strive for more than what you have right now in whatever area. And this appetite could be a growing appetite for change in your life, for bargaining about how you want your daily life to be. It could be a need to transform and renew your dedication to a job, or even a surge inside of you that's telling you that where you are no longer serves you and that you need to move on from where you're working because you may have outgrown your circumstances. So there definitely is a craving that's starting in you for more, and that's dawning on you, and that this particular new moon in Capricorn is going to be highlighting. So give yourself room to expand and room to review, which is what Mercury asks us to do as it's going backwards, and room for more of you in everything that you're doing on a daily basis, which includes your work and beyond. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a reading here, pull some cards to see what the message is from Spirit for this new moon in Capricorn for Leo. And I've been shuffling the cards here, so let me just cut them. First card is the World reversed. Second is Temperance. Third card is the Three of Swords. Fourth card is the Six of Wands reversed. The fifth card is the Five of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands and the Judgment card reversed. And at the base of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. Just take a look at this. We have several major arcana, which are the World, Temperance, and Judgment reversed for you. And one Swords card, 2 Wands, Pentacle, and a Cup. So again, the predominant suit here would be the Wands, and that would make sense in a work reading, a career-oriented reading. What I'm feeling here is that in the recent past, with this World card reversed, there's something that's holding you back from moving to the next level. And that could be fear of change. It could be confusion as to which direction to take. It could be, better the devil you know than the devil you don't type of thought process. But something is asking you to move on to the next level in your life. And this reading is about your work life, or your health and your daily life. So you are being asked to now stretch and to move beyond where you are to the next level. Now, the card that's covering you is Temperance, and Temperance says that I feel that you are going to be gaining your balance. You're going to be weighing things very carefully, the past and the present, your emotional life and your professional life, perhaps your home life and work. So there is a true need for you to weigh things, to balance your daily life, to make sure that you are getting enough rest, that you are taking care of your health, that you are eating right, that you're getting enough sleep, that your health habits are positive and are satisfying to what level you want to be on, because there are changes that are going to be taking place in your daily life that are going to require your energy. And I feel that these are going to be positive changes for you, okay? With the new moon in Capricorn, that's all about growth and all about putting down roots and moving up the ladder. So there may be the opportunity for you to grow in your career, in your work life, to take what is just a job, but to take that and either expand that into a career, or to even create a new career out of opportunities that are going to be presenting themselves, okay? So the key for you right now is balance, a need for balance, and tempering your actions. So making sure that what you're doing, you're not overdoing it, making sure that you are making decisions in a way that you can count on your judgments, not being overly emotional about your choices, just really weighing and balancing things. Now, the Three of Swords is coming up in the future position. And the Three of Swords talks about some type of emotional difficulties, okay? Now, this could be anything. This could be anything from leaving a situation that you were previously involved in or working at. This could be, walking away from a situation to move on to something else. The Three of Swords really can talk about emotional, worry, or perhaps some strain in relation to this area of your life. So I feel like there is a need right now for you to balance yourself and to really have a good control over your emotions, because you may have to walk away from a situation. You may have to cut ties for yourself to move on to something greater and more enriching and what is for you. You may have to cut ties in the near future with the past, okay? Now, what is that Three of Swords next to? Well, it's next to the Six of Wands reversed. The Six of Wands in general is a positive card because it talks about recognition for your work, success, rising above any difficulties and getting the type of merit and reward that you deserve for the work that you've put in. So I feel, though, in the reverse position, there is going to be a delay in you attaining what it is you are looking to do right now. Now, that makes sense. With Mercury retrograde, again, we're talking about reviewing situations, revising, making adjustments, going back to the drawing board and seeing what works in our lives and what does not. And once you have done that, it may be, as I said, a situation where you will decide it's time to cut ties and move on to something else that is more satisfying you emotionally. So I feel that this Six of Wands is advising you that, what you are delaying doing may be delaying your success that you are deserving of, okay? And again, this could also be related to the Mercury retrograde timing issue, where we really don't want to, if you are considering, for example, leaving your job to go to a new job, under a Mercury retrograde, you really want to wait to do that, because you want your energy, you want the energy behind you from the universe to be, flowing positively, to be moving forward as you start your new position, as you start your new job, or as you, accept a new job position. So, now there are times in our lives when we have to make decisions, though, regardless of Mercury. The stars in astrology do not control us. They are our weather report, so to speak, okay? If you know it's going to rain tomorrow, then you take an umbrella with you, okay? So that's very similar in the way that astrology is. The conditions are there, but how you, use your will and the decisions you make really ultimately are what's going to make a difference in your life. Now, you know, there may be times in our lives when we can't wait for Mercury to go forward to get a new job, you know, or to, you know, sign something, or to, because, you know, our livelihood depends on it, or, you know, the bills have to get paid. We need to have food on the table. So just understand that if you accept a new job, or if you go into a new project during Mercury retrograde, things are going to change. What you signed up for after Mercury goes forward, it's going to be different from what you originally thought it would be, okay? Because the energies are kind of up in the air. People are still trying to figure out what they're doing. A job, you know, a job may change from what the original description of it was. So just remain flexible if you have to make decisions under Mercury retrograde. Now, what I feel is that the Five of Pentacles is coming up in the area that has to do with people that influence you, or your external influence. And I feel like there has been a lack of support on some level for you, okay? This really talks about financial support, the Five of Pentacles. So it may be a situation where you were waiting for a promotion, or you were expecting some type of bonus, perhaps during the holidays, or there was a promise of a salary increase, and either someone has reneged on that promise, or circumstances have changed, and perhaps the situation that you're in, or the people that were going to deliver that to you, they are experiencing financial problems. So it could be the company that you work for, the management that you are working for, the situation that you're in, your external situation, there is a lack. There is some type of financial block. There are difficulties in finances. So there is, and that may be influencing you right now, okay? So if that is the case, you may have to adjust your expectations. You may have to seek other avenues of money, you know, of ways to support yourself. You may have to take a skill and build that into an alternate stream of income. The Four of Wands is here in your hopes and fears, and I feel like many of you may be considering starting a business where you are working from home, or some type of consulting business from out of your home. I feel that this is something that could be very positive for you, that you may be forced to do to an extent because of the external influences that may not be coming through financially for you in the way that you hoped or that you were promised, okay? So I really think that that Three of Swords that was in the near future is talking about perhaps the stress of the changes taking place that were opposite of what you thought were going to happen, okay? So, but the Four of Wands here say that you are considering building foundations in another way. And this is a positive thing for you, because whatever foundations you plant now, or that you put in the ground now, they are going to flourish once the energies go forward, okay? Now, and again, this speaks to me very much about some type of work from home situation. So if you're considering a business, or if you are considering working telecommuting outside of your home, you may have the option to do that. If you have the option to do that, then that could be a positive change for you. The Judgment card is in the potential outcome. It is reversed. So I feel like, again, there is a sense of delay in things turning over for you. But there is a promise that there is going to be a major change coming up for you. The timing on this, when I do these readings, I'm doing from the beginning of the cycle to the end of the cycle. So we're talking about the period between January 9th and February 7th, okay? So for that period, period, at the end of that period, once Mercury is going forward again in Capricorn and then in Aquarius, you may find during that time that things correct themselves, that you're able to make some progress, you're able to make decisions that right now you feel a bit tied down from being able to make at the moment, okay? And again, you know, this Judgment card also talks to me about the potential for being judged unfairly, for receiving unfair treatment. So you may be facing that situation, as I mentioned, in your work life, where you thought that something was going to move forward, or there was going to be a financial bonus or growth, and it may come out that that company just does not have the money right now to, you know, to recognize you for your for the work you've put in, and that may be causing you stress. Now, at the base of the deck here, I have the Queen of Cups reversed, and I feel that this Queen of Cups could be a person in your life. This may be someone that you are working with that is ruled by a water sign, which could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. For some reason, I'm getting that this person may be the one that is responsible for either reviewing you, or has the final say or the final sign off in a job situation, in a you know, potential for promotion, and there's some issue with this Queen, okay? Now, this can represent either a male or female, but again, of that water sign energy. Sometimes there can be things that you are not seeing. So there may be some activity, or there may be some behind the scenes kind of shadiness going on that you are not aware of in relation to this Queen. So I feel like it's very possible that this information will come out for you after that Mercury goes forward, and that you will gain information that you did not have before, okay? Now, what I want to do, I'm just going to pull one more card, because I just want to get a little more information for you on the Judgment card reversed. Okay, so I pulled the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is talking about in the outcome. After this delay takes place, there is going to be some type of financial reward for you, okay? Now, it's very interesting because this Six of Pentacles is not always the money that you work for. It can represent monies from other sources. It can represent a financial gift, a charitable donation. It can represent a grant, some type of loan. So it's not the money that you're working for in your job, which I feel that right now there are obstacles there that are outside of your control. But this Six of Pentacles talks about generosity from someone else who believes in you, or who has deemed you qualified, and you have earned this money, not necessarily in your job situation, but because of your skill set, because of your background, perhaps because of your reputation, your credit, you know, some type of way you have. It can also be a karmic gift. So even with the delays and obstacles that may be taking place here during this month cycle, I feel that in the outcome, you are going to gain some financial reward that's going to come possibly out of the blue, just unexpected for you, okay? Definitely this Four of Wands is very strong for me. It's standing out here in the reading. So as I said, if there's something that you've been looking to do on the side, working from home, something perhaps computer related, this square reminds me of a computer screen. You know how sometimes when those of us who have cats, they like to get up on the keyboard there and sit in front of the computer. I just got that visual. So, you know, it might be something where you're sitting in front of the computer at home, working, consulting, and I see the cat climbing up on the keyboard there. And this is Leo the lion there. Okay. All right, so this is your reading, Leo. I hope this resonated with you. You know, definitely this is the moment to put plans, you know, in action in your mind, to perhaps expect some delays, some things financially that may not come through as you expected, but some unexpected benefit coming through to you just as a karmic reward. All right, my Leo, so I would love to hear from you and find out, you know, how things go there for you, okay? And one more thing here, the Queen of Cups, if this Queen of Cups is representative of a energy, it can also represent a creative person who could be musical, in the arts in some way, either an actor, a writer, a dancer, a musician, a composer. So I feel like this energy is reversed right now because there may be blocks in creativity, but this is, as I'm speaking now, I'm connecting a reward, some type of grant perhaps, as I said, in relation to a creative endeavor that you may be doing from home. So I hope that makes sense to some of you. Again, I'd love to hear from you and find out if, you know, if it did resonate with you, okay? And so let me just, as a final card, let me just pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here for my Leos, my amazing creative Leos who are so talented and skillful. Let me pull this card for Leos. What's the Wisdom of the Oracle card for Leo today? Okay. All right. So this is the number 19 card, Flexible. Wow. So now, you know, this card makes perfect sense to me because, again, Spirit is asking you to remain flexible despite whatever may come up in the next month, whatever delays, reversals, obstacles, you know, remain flexible. Look at that card and that mythical creature's pose there is perfectly balanced, perfectly serene, extremely flexible. Again, this speaks to me about dancers, acrobats, you know, some type of theatrical performance here. The Temperance card, again, same energy. Remain flexible, remain balanced, regardless of what's going on around you. Keep your balance, keep your temperate action, and remain flexible is the message of the Oracle. And the additional message here directly from the Oracle is that when you or someone else become too rigid, you lose the access to growth and untapped potential, and find yourself in an us versus them scenario. Loosen up, open your mind and heart, and see if a more flexible approach feels better. Rigidity will set you up for a fight where there are only losers and no winners. Could you find a way to bring about a result that is mutually beneficial? Meet in the middle. Spirit makes a great mediator. Okay, so interesting message there. If you are in a work situation, which is we're talking about here, where you're up against someone else and you're trying to fight for your rights, for recognition, it says remain flexible. There's compromises possible here, so all is not lost, and things may not be as dire as you know, as they might seem. Perhaps they're not able to provide a bonus or a raise for you right now, but perhaps a 3-month period or a 2-month period, or revisiting the situation in a certain time frame would be a rational, logical request on your behalf. So see how you can work around obstacles and difficulties and remain flexible, and in doing so, Spirit is going to be able to mediate on your behalf. All right, Leo, so thank you so much for your time and your energy, and I would love to be able to do a private reading for you. You can actually go ahead and click on the link in the information box under my video here. That'll take you to my website. There's also a link to order your private reading in on the cover banner on my page, the Sun Woman page. So please, I do hope to hear from you, and I wish you all good things, wonderful things. Be patient during this Mercury retrograde. We're all experiencing it together, so we all have to support each other. Thank you again, my dear Leos, and I bid you namaste.